What's up guys, we're at Nikon's experience store here in Singapore and we have just experienced the all new Z30. Of course, there's some videos out today, it's just launched and we got our first hands on it and first impressions. It's a very impressive camera, very similar to the ZFC, the Z50 of course, but there is no EVF or any sort of viewfinder using the display in the back of it because it is designed primarily for videographers and for vloggers out there for video content. Of course it does take photos as well, but it is designed for video first and foremost. The same 20 megapixel APS-C sensor that we're seeing in the ZFC and the Z50 is carried over into this camera as well. But you got 4K 30, no crop, 4K 30, and you can do continuous recording up to 125 minutes, about 2 hours and 5 minutes thereabouts. Very similar to the Z9 in that regard. You can do 1080 at 120 as well. So this is an impressive little video camera out there. And for a lot of you out there that would do content creation, you're doing YouTube like this right here and you're going, hey, wait a second. I need something small, easy, compact, lightweight. I can flip out the display now. You don't have that odd flip down display like you have on the Z50. You've got the normal display like this. This is going to be a camera that you may want to consider. Now, of course, in the competition out there, I think the closest would be the Sony ZV-E10. But what the nice thing is that we're seeing here is I feel that the body, the design, the grip is really designed to be used a lot more easier than probably the ZV-E10 in that regard. The ZV-E10 seems like a compact camera that's APS-C, but this has got a fantastic grip, great buttons, function buttons all over the place, a large record button on the top of this as well. So this makes it very easy to record. Then you got two microphones here. You got the cats right here that's kind of synced up here with this. It's a kind of a clip from Small Rig that they partnered with that you can slide this on to give you those dead cats right here on the top of it to reduce the mic sound or reduce the outside interference from the mics. Then of course there is a Bluetooth grip from Small Rig that Nikon's worked with them as well with this, so you can control the camera. So if you want to go full vlogging mode like this, walking around, you can do so. So what I'm going to do right now is I've actually got the 16 to 50, 3.5 to 6.3 DX lens. I'm going to do a quick vlogging sample for you guys to see what it's like, how it sounds with the internal mics on the camera. Then I'll come back with some more footage and my final thoughts. All right guys, we're doing a bit of a vlogging test here with the Nikon Z30. There's Zachy there with the Z6 II. There he is right there. Eye tracking is enabled on this. It's on AFF mode, it locks on, eye tracking sticks like glue, and of course I got the Small Rig grip here, which has the arrows, so then I can adjust what I want, in focus, but I'm letting it do its thing right now. We're gonna walk around this and see how it performs. You're actually hearing the audio from the camera right now to get an idea of how it sounds. We've got the dead cats on it. But yeah, so far so good. Auto exposure is really good on this. We're doing 4K 30 full frame, and yeah, no crop. We're using the 16 to 50 lens, and yeah, this is a great lens for vlogging. Got some pretty good depth of field. Zachy, what's up? There you are. There you are.
Is it smooth when you walk? I can't
smooth? I can't walk that far. It's kind of crowded here. It's a bit tough to walk around here, you know? It's like I can take 3 steps and then we stop. So hard to tell image stabilization. Yeah. There we go. Now we can walk more. Let's walk more. I walk to you, okay? We'll see how the steps go. Actually, it's pretty stable. Yeah, it's stable.
Your hand is the gimbal?
My hand is the gimbal. That's actually really good. Image quality is great. Eye tracking sticks good, man. It's really good. Okay. Then of course, I can set it down. Let's say I'm doing some, I want to do flu vlogging. You know what I mean? Let's try that. Let's do this. Let's set this down, all right? Let's say I want to adjust here. I want to do some vlogging. Let's say I want to show off the all-new 800mm f6.3 PF lens, right? PF. And this is actually very small for an 800. I'm just doing a whole video right now with the 800. Look at this lens. Look at how small this is. Look how small the 800mm lens is. Honestly, Zachy, is this small or what? This is small, right? I'm actually doing a vlogging session now with this whole thing. Then we got the 400 2.8 with the teleconverter built onto it. That's a badass lens. Yes, indeed. That is the Big Daddy right here. You guys want to see what I'm talking about because I'm doing a vlogging session. Okay, this is heavier. This is the 400 with the teleconverter on this. Damn, man. This is sick. I love this. Wow. This is so good. This is really good.
You see whether it focuses, like when you bring towards it? Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Nice.
Pull back, right? Yeah, it's focused. It's working. Tracking's great. This feels so good, Zachy. I love big lenses.
I'm sure you do.
That sounds wrong, but I like big lenses, I really do. But yeah, there we go. So there's a bit of a vlogging setup here, so if you want to do some of that stuff, then of course, with the grip, pick it back up again, and I'm off and going. Let's see how it works here.
Group selfie.
Group selfie. So as we saw from the video footage, not bad at all actually. It's actually pretty impressive. Now this is the same 20 megapixel APS-C sensor as I mentioned earlier from the ZFC, the Z50. It's now brought into the Z30. So in terms of image quality, if you want to just take stills with this, you can do that. Now you do not have an EVF on top of this or any sort of viewfinder, so you are reliant on the rear display. But the image quality is very much exactly the same as you're going to get out of the ZFC. No issues at all with that. Great colors, great performance, autofocusing is there. But I think this camera is geared more towards video, whereas the ZFC, the Z50, that's more towards photography that also do video. So that's where the Z30 sort of comes into play as video-centric first, no EVF on top of it, so kind of more for videographers out there. Then those other cameras, if you're more into stills, you can look in that direction, but you can still take great photos with this, no issues at all. But I do like the fact that we now have this flip-out display. The Z50 was more of a odd kind of downwards thing, which if you were using a grip like this, you couldn't utilize the display. This flips out to the side and you can rotate it as well. And also I really talk about a feature that we noticed as well. There's a selfie mode. So you can turn this on and off inside the camera. So when you want to go selfie mode and you want to flip out this display, less information will show up as you would see from the rear. It kind of turns it off so you get to see more of your image that you want without all the distractions of, let's say, audio levels or various different modes that are on the camera. And you can turn this on or off depending on how you want it to do. Now we turned it off for vlogging because we want to see how the audio recording is for the mics, but you can have it off to you, just want something simple and easy. So something to take note of there. Outside of that though, we haven't really played with the grip that much, but I mean, Small Rig and Nikon have worked with each other, it works relatively well. The buttons, controls are there, so once you sync it up, should be no issues at all with that. And yeah, I love the grip on this. It's absolutely solid. It feels great. It's a lightweight camera, but this feels very, very robust. There is one thing I do want to point out though. We have a mic input, we have an HDMI input, and we have a USB-C input. Now the HDMI is a micro HDMI, but there is no headphone jack inside of this camera system, and that's something to keep in mind. But again, you have your audio levels here, but it is something that you rely on. I don't know if that may or may not be a deal breaker, but it is something to consider. There is no headphone jack inside of this camera. One UHS 2 card slot that is at the bottom by the battery here, like the other APS-C camera system. So, again, for a camera like this, one card slot is going to be more than enough. And again, it's just 2 hours and 5 minutes of recording, so you're going to be fine. I don't think you have to be swapping out cards, and that's, you get a larger capacity card, you'll be fine. Anyway, those are my first impressions on the Z30. We'll come back with a full review in the near future. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe button, and also that notification bell. We got a lot more great content coming your way here on Geek Culture, from movie reviews, camera reviews, gaming stuff, a lot of stuff on the channel. Do check out the videos. With that, take care, stay safe, and we will chat to you soon. Bye.